For this week's Journey to Greatness, we hear from an all-time great wide receiver. The number 88 is prestigious in the history of the Dallas Cowboys. C.D. Lamb currently wears it, and many current fans probably remember Dez Bryant had it a few years ago. And the great Michael Irvin wore it during the Cowboys' glory days in the 1990s. But any Dallas Cowboy fan will tell you the original 88 was Drew Pearson. He was a three-time Pro Bowler and a member of the NFL All-Decade team for the 1970s. And his path to stardom began in South River, New Jersey, where he was actually a big baseball fan above all else.
Growing up in New Jersey, in South River, New Jersey, as a kid growing up, period, I just wanted to play sports. That's all I cared about. I only went to school so I can stay eligible to play sports. Don't tell my dad that. But if my mom needed to find me, she knew where to send one of my brothers or sisters. She knew to go to the schoolyard. That's where I would be all the time. Because baseball was always my favorite sport. I played more baseball as a kid growing up than anything. I would go to that same schoolyard and just throw the ball up against the wall and catch it back and forth repetitively, all different kind of ways.
Drew played quarterback as a junior and senior at South River High School, but he actually started his prep career as a wide receiver because Joe Theismann, who would go on to play at Notre Dame and in the NFL for Washington, was the team's starter.
Y'all know him as Joe Theismann. Back in South River is Joe Theismann. He was there. He was playing quarterback. And I had got the opportunity to start at wide receiver and safety on defense. So I would play the varsity game on Saturday afternoon, all game, offense, defense, special teams, everything. And then I would play the JV game on Monday afternoon after school at quarterback to groom to replace Joey at quarterback when he graduated. So after Joey left and went to Notre Dame, I became the starting quarterback at South River High School. Then my senior year, I was all-state quarterback and recruited to Tulsa.
Pearson committed to the University of Tulsa because it was one school that gave him the opportunity to play both sports he loved, baseball and football. He eventually decided to stick with football and also thought a position change from quarterback to receiver would be best for his future.
I asked the coach, Claude Gibson, if I could move to wide receiver, because now I knew I wasn't going to be a pro quarterback. I just didn't have the skills to be a professional quarterback. But I knew I had some ability to maybe be a professional wide receiver.
Drew went undrafted after college, but when the Cowboys signed him, he wanted to make his mark by doing the things many others weren't willing to do.
The way I wanted to make a mark in the game when I made the Cowboys in '73, I didn't have all the speed in the world. I wasn't going to be that breakaway guy, that game breaker, that burner on the outside. I'm not going to be that big, tough guy that, comes in and blocks and all that. But I said I can be that guy to go over the middle and make those tough catches. And it was something I prided myself on doing, okay? I watched NFL football when I was a kid growing up. When I was at Tulsa, I saw how hesitant wide receivers in the NFL were to go across that middle.
Pearson had to wait a long time after his career ended to get the call from Canton. But after a 37-year wait, he finally got his gold jacket in 2021.
The thing about it, you can't catch more balls, get any more sacks, or throw any more touchdowns, or doing any more blocking for 1,000-yard rushers and stuff like that. You can't do it anymore. It's all there. And so as you see other guys go in, yeah, you're disappointed, but at the same time, you have hope. It gives you hope too, because you say, wow, if he's a Hall of Famer, then yeah, maybe I'll get my opportunity one day. So it's about patience and faith. So that's what it's all about. Once you get in, you're in, and you're part of that team that you never can get cut from.
Thanks for visiting the Sports Stars of Tomorrow YouTube channel. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe for more content.